Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. In this one, a lot of you ask me how am I able to start 2 new channels in a single month without burning out and without thinking like I'm on a Titanic about to shrink, right? That's very important. So be careful with burning out and all the stuff, guys. Yeah. So then I broke it down into a puzzle of 3 pieces. So let's start with the first piece. Is that we already have the systems and the processes and the SOP, standard operating procedures, nailed down, right? So I already know when it comes to starting a new channel, what's the first step that we need to take, what's the second step we need to take, and what's the third step. And we already have the instructions for everybody in the team. They already know what and when they need to do and how they fit into the new channel, how they fit into the process of starting this new channel. So that saves me a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of due diligence. Like I don't have to worry about, hey, does this person know that they need to do this? Does this person know that they need to do this? Does this person know that tomorrow we need to? I already have it written down. It's just a process that we do over and over and over again. And I'm gonna quote one of my favorite YouTubers right now, and that is Alex Hormozi. I got this from him. You can check out his YouTube after this video. And he said that advanced people never don't do the basics, right? So an advanced guy is basically a guy who has done the same thing over and over and over and over again and again and again until he took it to mastery, right? Whereas beginners, and again, people who are just starting out, they don't want to do the basic stuff. Like okay, this is too simple, this cannot be. So they try to look for complicated stuff, like simple skills, fancy fills. They choose doing the fancy stuff. They choose having the best banner and the best description and all the stuff, and they miss on what's the most important thing, right? So that's again another golden nugget that I hopefully you can take and apply. But that's the first piece of the puzzle. So we already have the systems, the process nailed down. But actually, the second step of the process is that we already have the homework done, right? So whenever I come up with a new idea, I do just, okay, I got the idea right now. Let's say, I know, I want to start a sailing channel, and the next day I start a sailing channel. First, I sleep on it. I actually have a list. Whenever I get an idea, I get an idea random. Like, I talk to a client and I get an idea. I talk to my mom and I get an idea. I see something on the streets and I get an idea. I have a list with ideas of channels that I think might be a good fit to start. So then when I want to start the next channel, when I want to start a new project, I go to that idea list and I say, okay, so this is maybe the good fit to start now. Let's do the homework on it. And the homework consists of you doing market research, due diligence, watching videos, watching podcasts, reading articles, joining groups of people interested in, let's say, for the sake of this conversation, sailing, and see what's their language, what they're after, what's the end goal, what's the passion, what's the pain point. We learn that market basically, right? So if I want to start a sailing channel, I want to know as much as possible about people who do sailing or people who are interested in sailing, so that I can speak to them, I can relate, I can make content that they can relate to pretty much, right? So hope that makes sense. Again, we do the homework, and it's probably one of the most important part and the research that a lot of people, okay, I want to start a sports channel, okay, let's do it. They never run the numbers before, they never check the markets, they never look at it before. And then the last piece of the puzzle, and probably the most how should I say, the most controversial, it's hiring people, right? So okay, I have the idea, I have the market, I have this, but let's get the people who work on this. Most people, what I see most people do is that, okay, I want to start a sailing channel, I know this, maybe I have done the research, okay, I have this, now I'm gonna go and hire the people. And they start posting and they start looking at it. Again, they don't do it before, which is exactly what we do, right? So I know exactly first where we're going to hire for the people. I know who exactly is that we're looking for, and I know exactly how I'm gonna hire them and what's going to be the process like, right? So I can leverage this when getting lower prices, right? So let's start with where. First, mostly, probably you know, we hire our people on Upwork. That's the 80% of the results. And then let's put it 80-20. We get 80% on Upwork, 10% of the times we go on Fiverr, and then the other 10%, which I'm not sure if I talked about this, but I see not a lot of people talk about this, and it's actually a super good source. It's Twitter. We find a lot of talent on Twitter, so you can go into Twitter to hire people, right? I know exactly. I use those platforms, so I already have my templates, my worksheets, my plug and plays, which we give our clients as well into the program. And we just copy and paste. I just copy and paste the template, then I change from, I know, sports or business to sailing. Now I want to do a sailing channel. Only this has changed, because otherwise the system, the process is always the same, right? Also, I know who I'm looking after, and I also know how much I'm willing to pay for them, right? So let's say video editing. Let's say my budget is $20 for a video to be edited. I filter through my candidates immediately. So let's say I get 100 proposals, 50% of them get disqualified because their budget is lower. It's hard. They want a higher price for the video that I'm looking to pay 20. Let's say they want 30, right? So I disqualify them right off the bat. I don't want to lose time with somebody who's not on the same page as I am. I want to talk directly with the people who are on the same page and convince them to join my project, right? And the same stuff when it comes to style, right? Let's say I want to have a clean, modern sailing video, and I find a video editor who's great, who meets all the criteria, but his style is completely different. He talks He does editing like back in the 90s. It's old school. He's da da da. And if that not doesn't align with my channel requirements, with what I want to do, I stop talking to him and I go look for people who are on the same page as I am, right? So again, I know where I go to hire people, and I know what I want, and I also know how much I'm willing to pay them. And then the final step, as you probably already know, is to take all the pieces together, right? Again, I use the same process each and every single time. I use the same formula pretty much each and every single time, and then I already have the pieces of the puzzle together. I have done my homework, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I want to do, and then now I already have the team members because I know exactly what I'm looking for. And then I just put all those three pieces of the puzzle together, and I just press the button and hit start, right? So that's exactly what you need to do, guys, if you want to start 2 channels in a month without burning out, without feeling that you are on Titanic. And you can probably start even more than 2 channels in a month if that's what you want, but I would recommend starting small and then seeking progress over perfection. Again, start wherever you are. Maybe you don't have the system and process, go create them, right? Maybe you don't have funds to do general program, go create them yourself, go do it yourself, test. Because as you already know, guys, action leads to insight more than insight leads to action. So that will be my advice, guys. This is my process on how I start channels and how you can start unlimited channels. I don't know, 10, 20, 50 channels on the same formula. And yeah, there you have it, guys. Good luck, crush it. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts were if you are using the same formula. Bye bye.